Hello everyone, Canuck Frodo back to give you lucky people a bonus vlog. Why? That's because having watched the last one I realised there were some things I wanted to tell you and didn't. And also because there's been a development with regards to this little travel book, Hogwild number 10. I'll tell you more later. One of the things I meant to do last time was show off this fantastic t-shirt, let's move over a bit, that the lovely Zoe and Gavin bought me for Christmas, and I didn't. And no, I'm not turning sideways. The other thing I meant to tell you was, usually on cruises, D8 and I are cave dwellers. Our cabin will be inside and as low down as possible. Deck 3, deck 4. We've even had cabins so low down where they give you a shovel and tell you it's your turn to stoke when you go back of an evening. But this time, ladies and gentlemen, this time we're up on deck 8 with a balcony. Oh yes, a balcony. And no, Dave Apps, before you even begin to think it, we've not got it on the cheap because we complained about something on a previous holiday. We've paid the going rate. All right. So, what do you get in a Fantastica class balcony cabin? Well, the balcony, obviously. Also, the cabin is bigger, which will come in handy. On the mornings, we have our continental breakfast delivered to our cabin. Yes. We also get, wait for it people, the drinks package. Hey! Although I haven't seen the cocktail menu yet, because I've looked for one online and I couldn't find one. I'm hoping to at least get as far as a rusty nail. Hey Alison and Glenn, a rusty nail, job's a good one. We also get free Wi-Fi for one device. Now those of you that might know myself and D8 or are just married will know full well that the device that's going to get connected to the ship's Wi-Fi won't be mine. Now, we don't have a great knowledge or experience of shipboard Wi-Fi because, number one, generally not that bothered. Number two, it is notoriously slow. It's like, apparently, from people I know who have used it, it's like going back to the days of dial-up. Number three, it's incredibly expensive. And number four, it's incredibly expensive. So although the plan is to upload a vlog every day, short ones, I promise, I hope. Whether we'll be able to do that from the ship, I don't know. Of course, cruise terminals usually offer Wi-Fi hotspots. And you know where the Wi-Fi hotspot is because that's where all the off-duty crew are, Skyping and FaceTiming their family. And usually that means the bandwidth is being used up and it can still be quite difficult to get online. But of course, you could always use the Wi-Fi in the towns if it's offered by cafes and certain well-known fast food restaurants. You know what I'm talking about. Now, having done a bit more preparation, I found something out about Genoa. Genoa is designated as the beginning of the cruise, which means they have a sail-away party. Now, the sail-away party in the summer was at 5 p.m, which means the back on board time is likely to be 4:30 at the latest, which means if the flights are on time and everything goes smoothly with the check-in, we will probably have the time we would want to explore Genoa. But that doesn't alter the fact that we'll have been travelling an awful lot. As I said, I probably won't sleep from about 7 o'clock on the Saturday morning. And in all honesty, D8, if she doesn't have 8 hours straight sleep, she's not really firing on all cylinders until she has. So whether we'll have the inclination, the stamina, the endurance to see the city, we don't know. We'd like to, obviously, because we've never been there before and it's supposed to have some really nice sights to see. But time will tell. Now, I've also been doing a bit of preparation with regard to geocaching and looking at the did not find we had in the port for Rome. It transpires the reason we didn't find it the last time we were there is because it wasn't there. It had been muggled. It has subsequently been replaced and has been found loads of times since. So I'm pretty confident that we will turn that continental geocaching frown upside down. Fingers crossed. So then, the development with this fella, what is it? Right, to give you his full name, it is Hogwild Famous Travelling Geocoin number 10 copy. Now last time I didn't say copy, did I? And those of you from the geocaching world will notice that this, quite clearly, is not a geocoin. It's a cuddly stuffed cat, lion. Answers on a postcard, please. Well, answers on whatever. So I'm going to have to tell you a story. Are you sitting comfortably? Then we shall begin. 8 years ago, the original went missing in Spain. After 2 years of nothing happening, Cinco, the owner, decided the time had come for him to be reactivated as this little chap. And since then, this little chap has done exactly what travel bugs are supposed to do. Travel. And has worked his way across Europe into southern England, spent an awful lot of time being very popular at last year's Devon Mega, and then up to the Travel Bug Hotel that I found him in on New Year's Day at Junction 11 at Cannock. Now, I've got to hold my hands up and say I haven't exactly played by the rules. If you have a travel bug, you're supposed to keep it for no more than 2 weeks, even if you're dipping it for mileage. But I haven't, obviously, because I've still got it, and I've still got Page, but apologies for that. But when I looked recently in my inventory, I'd only got Page. Number 10 had gone missing. Where'd it gone? And how? Each travel bug has a unique code. And unless you've got the code, you can't do anything with him. And it turned out that somebody, a geocacher in Spain, had grabbed him out of my inventory and was dipping him for mileage in geocaches across Andalusia in Spain. Curious. So I did what any upstanding geocacher would do and grabbed him back again, so I could drop him in a couple of dip him rather in a couple of geocaches that I'd found when I was out driving for work, with a note saying, we're planning on taking on a cruise soon, so could you leave him alone? Only to find out a couple of days after that the Spanish geocacher had grabbed him back again and was dipping him in geocaches across southern Spain. So we had a thought, or rather D8 did. Is it possible? Could it be really after 8 years that the original was back? So we sent them a message asking them exactly that. And it transpires, ladies and gentlemen, that it is. 8 years after going missing, the original geocoin has come back into circulation. So Cinco, the owner, had a decision to make, because you can't have 2 travel bugs on one code. And Cinco has decided that this little fella is going to get put out of the game. And the Spanish geocacher with the coin will carry on dipping it for mileage across Spain. So say goodbye to number 10 copy, because we won't be seeing him again. I'll only have Page with us when we go on the cruise in a couple of weeks. Right then, having done it properly and done notes, I shall just make sure I've told you everything I planned to. Right, let's have a look. Bonus vlog, t-shirt, Gavin, Zoe, travel bug, caveman joke, pop at Dave Apps, got that in. Travel bug, yeah, free drinks, superb. Everything done, everything dusted, and it is most definitely time for a cup of coffee and a sandwich. So that's it for this time. See you next time, maybe. Happy days.